Welcome back for another session of Gene Penny's Answering Line. We got Clarinet Pete here with us again, and we're going to answer all your questions on guitar and music. So let's go. Hey everybody, we're going to be taking phone calls today here with Clarinet Pete answering your questions. Hey Gene, thanks a lot. We got the phones all ready here for you. I've got 3 callers on the line. We're going to answer all their questions today. Okay, Pete, let's get started. I see our first caller is ready.
Hey, Pete. Hey, Gene. Great to hear you out there. It's a great show. And my question is, how come I see some jazz players playing chords way up on the neck there? What kind of chords are those?
Okay, jazz chords as opposed to what? Well, as opposed to these chords I'm showing you here. These are all chords that incorporate open strings, and they're usually down by the 1st fret. But we're going to show you now, we're going to change over to some jazz chords. Okay, let's take the bar chord up here on the 5th fret. Gives you A major, A minor. Lift pinky, you got A minor 7th. Listen to the sound of the A minor 7th. Now we're going to do it with 2 fingers, the 2nd finger and the 3rd finger. So we're going to skip the A string, so you're going to deaden that. Go right over to the 2nd finger and play the next couple of strings. We're going to deaden the E string. And here's the minor 7th chord in one of its better positions. You could play this with your fingers, as well as sweeping the whole pick along nicely. Either way works. Try going up and down chromatically. There, I used the top string. You can use the top string if you want, but usually I leave the top string out. Now we're going to go down to use the 1st finger on the 4th fret. So the same 2 fingers are on the 5th fret. We're bringing our 3rd finger over 1 string and letting the 1st finger pick it up on the 4th fret. This gives us a 7th chord. And here's a 7th chord you might be familiar with. That's a D7, just like the old. This is how your normal other D7 is. Compare the two. Now that's a D9th. D7th. Standard D7th. And then added 9th. Comes in handy. Now we're going from minor 7th to dominant 7th. This is a G minor 7th. We're going to go to a C 7th now. So we have 2 kinds of chords going on. A minor 7th and a dominant 7th. Going down chromatically, 2 chords at a time. Sounds nice. I'm going down in whole steps. Still sounds pretty good. Let's go down in minor thirds. Very interesting. So this chord combination works well. The minor 7th to the 7th. That's an E 7th. Now look, where does an E 7th go generally? To an A major. Here's our A major. Now, look what we're doing. We're playing an A major in a different configuration. Still on the 5th fret. The pinky's got to stretch. Pinky's got to work at this. And the deadened A string again. The A string is dead throughout here. And no first string either. So that's a different way to play the major. Now see where we're going down chromatically. We're going to play all these 3 notes with this one note moving down. So we get a major 7th, a dominant 7th, and a 6th chord. Major 7th, dominant 7th, 6th. Now we're going to add the other strings. Okay, there's the major. That pinky note is going to go down, but the 3rd finger is going to be playing it. Look at that, the major 7th. Major 7th. Let's go to the A dominant 7th now. After the major 7th, dominant 7th. That's A dominant 7th. And now the 6th. There's your dominant 7th, A 7th, which you may be familiar with. And that's how to play it on the 5th fret. Now reverse the first 2 fingers. A string is still dead. First string is dead. Major 7th to the 6th. Major 7th, 6th. The 2 chords have a similar function. Take it down chromatically. These are all root position chords. You can find the main letter name in the 6th string. Okay, that would give us a B minor 7th. Okay, fooling around with the top string. Going to an E 7th. To an A major 7th. Look how nice that is. It's called a 2-5-1. 2-5-1. Key of A. Ain't that pretty? Let's move up. Key of B. Beautiful. Looks like we're in the key of A. Let's go down to the key of G. All the way down. No, going up. Going down the neck. Okay, I just threw that in there as a curveball. Minor 7th, dominant 7th, major 7th to major 6th. It's just 2 fingers that form that minor 7th. The first finger comes in. Practice going down the neck. Minor 7th to dominant 7th. To major 7th. Minor, dominant, major. To to sixth. Two, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. Here's a major seventh in a higher voicing. Major seventh. Major seventh. That's a nice little ditty to know here. You can do this little riff. There we go. Okay, we got another caller on the line. This one wants to know about how to play slide guitar.
Hey, Gene, I got myself a slide, and I quite don't know what to do with it, what finger to put it on, what I'm supposed to do. I know a little bit about guitar, but can you tell me how to work this slide thing?
First thing you gotta do about slide is decide which finger you're gonna put it on. Some people like the pinky. Some people like the ring finger. I prefer the ring finger. With the pinky, you can actually play other notes easier. For me, the ring finger gets you a little more facility. And what you gotta do first is see if you can locate a pitch on your guitar and move the slide to that pitch. As you can see, it could be very slippery. And get your other two fingers behind it. Stop the vibrations on the strings. Okay, now locating pitch. Okay, B, and then try to hit that pitch. Now try an A, and now slide up to the A, just from one fret behind. Here's an E. There's the E pitch with the slide. And now practice getting that note and slide from behind. You can use a tuner for this exercise. The main thing is just got to get used to hitting the pitches right above the fret. There's the E. Slide up to the E. Short distance. Now, do a little wiggle. Know your pitch. Okay, there's your D flat. Go to the pitch back and forth. Just a short distance. Get used to going up and down. Let's do it on the E. Find the pitch and wiggle to it. Back and forth. Now we're going to use a little distortion. There you go. You get some sustain with that. Now, I'm going to tend to do faster vibrato, but before you do that, do a long slide to the note. Know the pitch you're going to. Okay, we're going to hit a B now. And then the wiggle. Up to an E. Oh, I did it pretty faster there, didn't I? I'm going pretty fast with that wiggle. Well, the wiggle is a vibrato. And you gotta get used to doing that. And the picking hand is gonna dampen the sound. See how it stops the sound? So you gotta control it on both ends for each hand. Now look how fast I'm doing the vibrato. Two strings at the same time. Two strings alternately. Dampening. Now this is a slide down to a note. Aim for your pitch, and you can come from above as well. Look at that. Now normally in vibrato I'll hit the note first and then do the vibrato. Notice there's a slight delay before I do the vibrato. Or you can hit it right on, but make sure you get the pitch right. From below or above. Work on this exercise, aiming for particular notes. And there's our old blues scale I'm using. And another double note. Yeah, you can hit 3 notes. You can do chords. Slide up. Look at that. That would be an E. Doing an E major chord. Sliding up to the E major. Don't hit the top string. You can experiment doing 2 strings, 3 strings. Don't do it with more than 3 strings though, because then you're not going to get the chordal effect correctly. You just want to get the major chord. So I slid up and then slid down to a different note. And I'm stopping the sound with the picking hand. There's a D, key of D. There's an A chord. These licks. You slide up to notes, you slide down to notes. the blues scale.
Yeah, Gene, I just want to say that the guitar has a good advantage for sliding like that. Wind instruments are limited in their ability to slide.
That's right, Pete. String instruments have a bit of an advantage in sliding over wind instruments.
Okay, Gene, you ready for another caller? We have a customer on the line who wants to know about how to play vibrato.
Okay, let's take the next caller. Welcome to Gene Petty's answering line.
Hey, Gene, great show, and I'd like to know, how do you play vibrato on guitar? And I'm wondering, like, what you did with that slide, and how you move your fingers like that, and how do you get to play it so fast?
To begin, pretend you're turning a doorknob. Just the motion of your wrist turning the doorknob, and keep doing that fluid motion onto your guitar. That's the move you're going to make when you play vibrato. Okay, so watch what happens now. We're going to strike this. Well, the frequency of the pitch goes up and down, higher to normal. You can only go higher, you can't go lower. So in order to go lower, you have to move a fret down. Even when you try bending the other way, it still goes higher. And you will have to bend the other way with the other fingers. The second finger you might want to bend down instead of up. First finger you want to bend down mainly. Third finger you want to bend up. Although you can go both ways with the third finger. Notice how what you have to do is start out slow and gradually build up the speed. Now let's try a higher note. Slow, faster, and faster. Pretty soon, it becomes a reflex. You can stay right where you are on the fret, or you can stretch. There's the first finger. Slow, downward. Faster, even, keeping it even all the time. Faster, and faster. Pretty soon, you get to the point where you just land on the note and you start shaking it. And you gotta use your ears, because you gotta make a vibrato that sounds good. Down on the lower strings, it's gonna be a little different. You might have to use what I call a heftier vibrato down there. It's harder to distinguish the pitch difference in the lower strings. As you get higher, it's easier to hear the vibrato. And there's a scale. I just did a major scale with every note, a vibrato. But that doesn't mean you'll be doing vibrato all the time. You have to pick and choose your battles. When are you going to use vibrato? usually on sustained notes. And when you do a stretch, you wait till you get up to the stretch, then do the vibrato. So to practice this, do your stretch slow up there. Bring it, let it come back a little bit. And then try to get it even and faster. You don't have to get it fast immediately. This may take a month or so to get it that fast. So just get up there with a slow vibrato. You can use your pinky. Well, when you're doing a stretch, remember to let your other fingers help you there. Notice all the fingers stretch and then use vibrato. Alright, a little stretch with the vibrato with the first finger. And here's how it sounds in a riff. Work those bottom strings a little harder. Now we're up the top string. Landing on the top strings without stretching. Hit an instant vibrato. Without vibrato, with vibrato. Vibrato helps you sustain the note as well as creating a good sound. Yeah, this didn't come overnight. You gotta work at it every day. Get that evenness. And you can't go too fast and too slow because there's a sweet spot you gotta hit with the speed. Your ear will tell you when it's good. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Yeah, that's the stretch vibrato combination. Great tool to have.
Yeah, Gene, I just want to point out that with the wind instrument, you not only change the pitch, but you change the volume a little bit, too.
That's right, Pete, and on an instrument like an organ, you just change the volume rather than the pitch.
So we have volume and pitch, and then just pitch. All three different kinds of vibrato.
And we've just about run out of time, Pete. I hope everyone will come back next week, and we'll answer more questions on Gene Petty's answering line. Take care.